Okay, answer this question honestly. When was the last time any of you guys had a hug? For some of you, I could assume it was probably today. Maybe said goodbye to your boo right before this class. But for some of you, maybe last week, maybe last month, maybe never. Well, who cares about the warmth with another person when you could get the warmth of a warm cup of coffee? Plus, you know what the warmth of another human being doesn't get you? Jitters. That's right, today I'm going to be teaching you the best techniques I know on how to develop heart problems and get the runs. Alrighty. Since we're making coffee here, we have to dress for the occasion. Some of you guys are wondering, Andy, I love your outfit. How can I recreate it? Sell your soul to Starbucks. That's how I learned how to make coffee. First, we're going to decide what kind of beans we want to use. Here I have my dark espresso beans. They're a little more bold, a little more robust. And here I have my blonde espresso beans. They're more mellow, a little softer, a little sweeter, and it tends to blend in better with whatever syrup you're using for your coffee. And it has more caffeine. So I usually go with this one. You also have a stark difference in their physical appearance. As you can see here, the blonde espresso beans are a little smaller, a little less dark, and a little less glossy than my dark beans over here. However, you can't see them too well on camera, so, and in real time, will you do me the honors of handing out the beans to the class? Thank you, you're the best. Oh, thank you. Alrighty, so, after we choose our beans, we're gonna want to grind them up and put them in this little thingamabob. It's actually called a portafilter. I'm gonna try not to spill as much as I am at the moment. It's quite the mess to clean up. So then we want to make it as compact as possible, like so. And we're gonna place it into the machine. Alrighty, now we want to cue our shots. You know how your shots have died once the water starts to come out basically white. It's gonna start coming in a little dark at first, like I'm seeing now, and it's slowly gonna turn more and more lighter until it's basically white. Here's where I would say our shots have died. Alrighty, now I'm gonna warm up the machine so we can aerate our milk later. And we want to add our syrup with just the espresso shots. I would tell you the reasoning for this, but that's just what Starbucks taught me during training. Now we want to swirl. Alrighty, so let's learn a little bit about coffee. There are two types of drinks. There is the cappuccino, which is just espresso shots with really, really foamy milk. And then there's the lattes, which are just espresso shots with warm milk. I'm also going to give you a little context on this espresso machine. The more foamy you want your milk, you want to put it higher on the cup. You still want it to touch the milk, but you want it higher. And if you don't want your milk to be as foamy, you want it closer to the bottom of the cup. I'm going to choose the cappuccino just because I really like foamy milk. So let's go ahead and foam up our milk. Sorry, I have one hand. Alrighty, so you can see my wand is closer to the top of the cup, but I'm still touching the milk. And once you're tired of the sound of dying demons, you can stop, which is what I'm going to do right now. We can put those demons back in our heads. Now we're going to place the milk. And if you consider yourself an adult who believes in lactose intolerance, you're done. That's it. For the rest of us, we're going to have a little fun. And my favorite is Cocoa Puffs. Now you can use this delicious coffee to help you study for the exam you're cramming for, or for that last minute YouTube video for your speech class. Enjoy!